Right, it's been 7 weeks since I smoked my last cigarette, and it's been a piece of cake really because of this little critter. The vape.
Bloody Brian, have you shut yourself?
Oh, I'm really sorry. That's my new Brussels sprout and cabbage flavoured vape juice. I think I better continue this indoors. Hello everybody and welcome back. Now first things first, the mandatory disclaimer. Vaping is bad. Inhaling vaporised liquids into your lungs is bad. In fact, inhaling anything into your lungs apart from good clean air is always going to be bad. And for that reason, you'll never hear me promote anything of this kind. So don't do it, it's not big and it's not clever. You get one set of lungs and it's a really good idea to look after them. They come in right handy for breathing and stuff. And to be honest with you, if you don't vape and you don't smoke, don't start. However, like everything else in the world over the last couple of years, there's a caveat. Oh yeah, there's a caveat. Now the caveat in this case is, if you're a smoker and you're trying to quit, then possibly vaping could be a good stepping stone to get you in the right direction. Now attitudes towards vaping vary dramatically depending on whereabouts in the world you live. For instance, in the UK, we're pretty vape friendly. There's even talk about the NHS introducing prescribed e-cigarettes to help people quit smoking. Now, in stark contrast to this, in Thailand, vaping is totally illegal. If you get caught with any vaping products on you in Thailand, they can be confiscated, you can be fined heavily, or you can actually be imprisoned for up to 10 years. In fact, there are over 40 countries around the world that have totally banned vaping. Now, I'm not here to criticise other countries' laws, but let me ask you a question. Have a guess. How many countries in the whole wide world do you think have actually banned the distribution and the sale of cigarette tobacco? Go on, have a guess. No, you're wrong. The answer is one. There is one country in the whole world that bans the use of tobacco products, and that is called Bhutan. Bhutan is a small Himalayan nation known as the land of the Thunder Dragon. And they stand alone as a beacon of light, except you probably wouldn't be able to get a light off anyone. Now, research indicates that vaping causes just 5% of the lung damage compared to cigarette smoke. So why is it banned in so many places? Am I missing something here? Now, the USA doesn't go a bundle on e-cigarettes either. And it seems to have attracted a lot of youngsters, which you can understand really. I mean, it's hard to defend the marketing of flavours like Candy Crush, rhubarb and custard, blueberry muffin as being just for adults. To me, it seems like those sort of flavours are to vaping what Alco Pops are to alcohol. It's a bit of a tough one really, because obviously we don't want our children to vape, but we also don't want them to smoke cigarettes either, do we? Anyway, back to me, Tony, the black-lunged, repentant self-abuser. Now, I've been toking away on this little bugger for the last 50 days or so now, and I'm speaking purely from a personal point of view. These are my pros and cons. I suppose the biggest thing about it really is that I don't crave a cigarette. I'm still getting my nicotine intake, so I don't actually want to have a cigarette. Another one would be that my home's not smelly. I don't feel smelly and dirty anymore, and it doesn't hang in the air, and that's got to be a good thing. Also, I'm still able to maintain a reasonable keep fit regime, which I'm pretty pleased with, because that's grown to be pretty important to me over the last few years. And also, vaping stops me from eating snacks and junk food, and I'm rather partial to those sort of things, especially the savoury ones. Now the cons. Well, it's another addiction I've got to conquer, and I'll never be truly satisfied in my life until I've conquered all my addictions. And I'm down to the last two now. That's nicotine and food. Also, I tend to have a bit of a phlegmy cough most of the time. It's not that bad, but sometimes I could do the spittoon. Also, it has a tendency to run out of charge at the most inopportune of times, which can leave me feeling a bit vulnerable sometimes. I liken it to a baby who wants his dummy. Anyway, my intentions are to stop vaping pretty soon. And if I've managed to stop vaping and I managed to stop smoking cigarettes as well, it would have been a good stepping stone. It would have been a good idea in the end. So time will tell. I'll keep you posted anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.